right, cleaning your supplies. Now here, I'll do one with the black so you can see it. So this one, when I made that extra little batch of black, I ended up having some left, and typically I'll put that into a different mold because that ends up being a waste. But you see how even with the silicone, you have these little drips all around the side here. This is the best way that I've found to remove it. I have a roll of duct tape, just got it from the dollar store. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. I roll it around my hands with the sticky side out. And then I use my fingers on the inside to lift them up. So you see how this side is so much cleaner than that side there. You just keep doing that until you've got it all clean. Now you'll probably need more than one piece of duct tape for each one, because at some point it does lose its stickiness. But you see all those bits and pieces there? It is so much easier to do that than to sit here picking each and every single one of those out. That's going to drive you nuts. I mean, it's possible to pick each and every one of those out, but this I found is the best way. I've tried doing it with the clear packing tape and I just find it doesn't have enough stick to it. This silver duct tape works so much better. So the silicone tools, you just try to find an end, and it does peel off, but I do find with these tend to be a little bit better. Like I just did this second pouring yesterday, so this is still a little bit soft. I tend to find that if it's waited a couple days, this is a little bit crispier and it's easier to crack and find an edge to pull it off. But the great thing about having silicone tools is you just pick off the resin and then you can use your tool again. If you use like wooden chopsticks or wooden stick or whatever, you can't really use those over too many times because sometimes you'll get tiny little bits or dots of resin that are cured, but when you mix up the next batch, they will come off and they'll start mixing in your new piece and it does affect the finish. So simple as pulling the little things off until you've got it completely clean. And then when it comes to your molds, if you've got a little bit of resin on here, it picks off super easy. If you've got, I'm just gonna cut off a tiny piece of duct tape here. If you've got some mica on the side, if I rub it, it doesn't move. But if I take a piece of tape, often it'll lift right up. You can clean it that way. Some of the things don't really matter, like the micas that are on the outside and on the back, it's not going to affect the future pour of it, but if it's something that bothers you and you want to take it off, you can just use a piece of duct tape and use the sticky side of it to remove that. And then your tools are ready to use for the next time.